running a scam isn't new. And it would seem like a lot of people would have already figured out that Umar Johnson isn't legitimate. Number one reason, this scam has been in existence for more than 10 years. That ought to tell you something. You should understand, or rather, you should have already been able to understand, that it would take more than $10 million to renovate both of those buildings. You should understand, and a level-headed person would have already figured this out, that he will never be able to raise this money. And that's if this was legitimate at all. But we have came together in agreement as one unit. Anti-Spengali, Lennon Arnold, and a dozen more that put in work trying to warn you to not give your money to people like this. Facts, tangible evidence, undeniable evidence. But yet, you still want to go against the grain. Why? Because you need to believe in something. You need to believe that this man is really legitimate. Because if he isn't, then you are going to feel very, very bad. Then you will feel defeated because you won't be able to get that money back. Umar Johnson needs to come clean now. Just come clean and just be honest with the people and say, listen, look, you know what? I scammed you. And I'm just going to be a man about it. And I'm going to beg you not to send me to prison. But I can guarantee you something. He will continue this same thing until people stop giving him money. That would be the only reason that he would stop in the first place, because he can't gain another dollar from it. But you can tell by looking at him and listening to him, he sounds defeated. He looks defeated. Why? Because he realizes that he can't take this to another level. When he leveled up on this scam by actually purchasing these buildings, and I really still don't believe that he has. I hadn't seen any evidence like keys and this and that, but people have shown evidence, you know, taxes and other tangible evidence that say that he actually did purchase these buildings. Okay, let's say that part is legitimate. Well, that makes it even worse. You know why? Because now you have to pay taxes on these buildings. And if you don't, you'll lose them. And if you lose them, you won't have an excuse to what? Beg for money. This is why he's looking defeated. This is why he's sounding defeated, because he understands that, you know what, I can't level up on this. In other words, I can't keep it going anymore. I have to convince these people without being able to renovate these buildings. I have to convince these people to still give me money. So I know I'll just continue saying that we haven't reached our goal. And I can stretch this out maybe 5 or 6 more years. Do you actually think that these people will continue giving him money for 5 or 6 more years? These people are stupid, but they're not that stupid. You have a lot of people that have already fell back and said, you know what, wait a minute. Something really doesn't balance out here. No progress. These buildings look worse than when he first showed us these buildings, when he made that fucking half-ass video saying, we did it, we got the property. But now I need you more than ever. I need over $1 million to get started renovating these buildings. Listen, it would take $1 million just to give the construction company, which would be good faith money, number one, and number two, that money would be for the materials getting started. At least $1 million up front, even before they step foot on the fucking property. You understand? He doesn't have that, and if he can't get that, what makes you think he's gonna get $10 million? Which that would be the price of renovating both those buildings. And it might be even more than that. We're talking some serious money because there is some serious damage to these buildings. Very serious. Why have people given up on themselves? You give up on yourself when you allow another person to do you wrong. And you can stop it. Now, things that you can't help, you can't help. The things that you can, and you can change the outcome, why won't you? It's up to you. To continue making the same mistake over and over again, come on. You're not learning anything. You like abuse. You like being used. This man has shown no progress. And as far as I'm concerned, he has shown no legitimacy whatsoever. He has never said anything that would ever make me believe that he is legitimate, that he really is serious about this. He's not serious about this. He needed a reason to beg for your money. And he got it. And he continues to get it. This man doesn't even have a residence. You gotta be kidding me, man. You gonna give money? The only reason why you should give money to a person that don't have a residence is because they are homeless and they being serious about the need. $5, $10, but thousands of dollars based on a lie, based on a scam, and you're still homeless. No residence. With this virus that still exists, nothing is happening, okay? No lectures, no seminars, no nothing. But yet, you never see him go to his residence. You never see him at his residence. He's always at the park or over there to the school because he's homeless. I wouldn't even doubt if he's living in some sort of shelter. If that's not the case, then he's actually staying in a motel or hotel when he obtains enough money. But if he doesn't have enough money, I think he sleeps inside his car and he parks it at a motel or hotel because that's safer rather than just parking on the street side of the road somewhere. I think he has did this numerous times and he has tried his best to hide it. But I mean, come on, man. How much more do you have to see that we bring to you in truth before you acknowledge that, you know what, I've been burnt? I guess you would have to hear it straight from him since you believe everything he say. So he would have to just come out and say, okay, I scammed you and I don't have your money to ever pay you back. Please don't lock me up. Please don't call the authorities. But somehow I think if he was just able to come clean and just be a man about it, I think these people probably would give him a break. They would be pissed off. They would never trust him again and certainly would never give him money ever again. But he can start to get this behind him. I think it would be an enormous load off of his mind. The pressure being relieved would be outstanding. But when you continue giving him money, see, that's yet another reason for him just to continue this scam going on. You people can't be that stupid. You people can't be that dumb. Come on now. This is fucking ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You can't prove that this man is legitimate. Nothing that you can say. You don't have any facts. You don't have any tangible evidence. I mean, all we know is he owes taxes on these buildings. And the buildings are in a fucking mess. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't. Do you understand? And now I'm talking directly to his followers, the people that still give him money. Do you understand that these white folks out here are laughing at you? I read comments when I go to blogs and different websites, and I read comments about Umar Johnson and about you, his followers. They make fun of you. They laugh at you. Because you look ridiculous. And it's always that same question inside the comment section. Why are these people continuing giving him money? Haven't they figured out that this man is scamming them? This has been going on more than 10 years. Unbelievable. What can I say? I can't even defend you because they are right. They're right. But you make us all look stupid and ridiculous because they put that stereotype on us, number one. And number two, if one of us do something, then they think it's all of us. Black people, we just thrown in a category and then that's it. My God, I tell you, Umar Johnson, come clean, man. Be honest and just come clean and end this shit, man. You have no intention on trying to start any school for young boys. It was just an excuse to get these people's money. You keep begging for donations every single day. No progress. Come on, man. How much longer do you think that this could actually go on before that last person that's giving you money stops? Because it's coming. Sooner than later, it's coming. But you have the power right now to end this now. To end it right now and come clean. And if you have to do time, do your time. Do what you are supposed to do because you did wrong. Pay for it. And then get it behind you. Then move to Alaska somewhere because you would never be able to show your face in the United States anywhere. And even if you started something serious after then, people would never trust you again. They would never ever trust you again. This is why he's looking defeated. This is why he's sounding defeated. Because he realizes that, you know what, I can't take this any further. Which means he will stick to the same excuse. I need money so that we can renovate the buildings. Then when they start asking questions, okay, well, how far are you to starting this? How far are you to starting that? And what about the person that's supposed to look at the blueprints? And what about, see, the more questions you ask, the more he shuts down. Because he can't answer any of those questions. He could, but he would have to answer honestly, you see? He has pinned himself to the wall, I'm telling you. He can't move in any other direction but to give up and say, listen, I scammed you. I did you wrong. And he isn't the only one. You have a lot of people that's just on the borderline between criminal and, you know, just on that borderline crossing over to this being illegal. Legal, illegal. Legal, illegal. All of these people that have begged for money all these years, and I want you to think about what I'm about to say. All these people that have used YouTube to beg for money. I mean, an enormous amount of money. For example, Tariq Nasheed. Over $200,000 being or supposed to be dedicated to the Hidden Colors Project. Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And people believe that to make a simple documentary, they believe that it costs over $200,000 to even get started, when that's not the case. Did it cost Lennon Arnold $200,000 to put out that movie about Umar Johnson? Did he beg people for money and said, well, listen, look, I can't even get started until I get $100,000 because this is, you know, I have to do research and I have to take my time doing this and I have to take my time doing that. The same amount of time put into it. But yet, Lennon Arnold never asked for a dime. But Tariq Nasheed made people believe that, listen, I got to have $200,000 before I give you Hidden Colors 1. I got to have $200,000 before I give you Hidden Colors 2. I got to have $200,000 before I give you 3, 4, and 5. And all I'm doing is just interviewing people. That's all I'm doing. I'll interview each one for about 2 hours. And I may use half an hour in Hidden Colors 1. And then for Hidden Colors 2, I'll use 30 more minutes. Remember, he would interview each of them for 2 or more hours. Why? So that he could save some of the interview for another segment of the Hidden Colors series. This is why I was trying to explain to people, he already has it made and created, but yet he's begging for money from you as if he's just starting on it. People couldn't even figure that out. And as for paying the people that he was interviewing, well, this is the only time that I trusted Umar Johnson to tell the truth. When he told the people that he never got paid for being in Hidden Colors 1. People have to understand that, listen, they will sell you a dream, especially dealing with our society. Because we have so much turmoil and tragedy and drama that's within our race, that anything to do with us that would be positive, even if the people is just using it just to make money from, they will use it to get your attention. This is why he talks about white supremacy, racism, white supremacy, racism, because he can fuck with your emotions, get you all riled up, get you upset. And a lot of things you should be upset about. But why should it make you give one man money and it won't change a damn thing that's happening to us? How is giving your money to Tariq Nasheed to come out with a Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 gonna change anything that's happened to us? So the next time that cop, that murderous cop, has got a gun to your head, I guess you're gonna tell him, well, listen, hey, you can't kill me because I know my history. You can't kill me because I just watched Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there you go. Take that gun out of my face. Do you know how silly that's gonna sound? I mean, come on, man. Why don't you people get this through your thick ass heads? These people are using you to make money off of. You know, dealing with any of these people, it's always begging for money. It's always a need. It's always this. It's always that. I'm doing Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hidden Colors 10, y'all. I need $200,000. Could you believe that every dime of that money went into this inaccurate documentary? Most of that stuff that was true, guess where he got it from? The internet. And you could do the same thing. But it won't cost you $200,000 to find out that same information. You're too lazy to do research for yourself. So you would rather pay somebody? I don't get it, man. But 5 minutes from your location, 5 minutes from your residence, you have people that's in need of that money. People starving, families starving, kids on the street starving. And you will step over them to give this nigga $200,000 and give nothing to your own fucking community, man. Do you know what he uses that money on? This nigga has a $5,000 plus a month mortgage. 90% of you would never, ever have anything close to a $5,000 a month mortgage. When he went to, damn, where'd he go? Let's see, he went overseas twice. I think it was the Bahamas and he went somewhere else. But he had collected the money before he went on this so-called vacation. And he tried to be slick about it. So when he collected the money, he said, okay, I got to put this toward, let's see, at that time, I think it was Hidden Colors 4. Yeah. And he was talking about getting in touch with the editor or something like that. So, okay, mind you, this thing wasn't supposed to even had started. Nothing created yet, because he wanted to take up the money first. When he went on vacation and he come back, the movie was finished. Even his followers was asking that $1 million question. How in the hell did you finish this so fast? Oh, well, see, I had been working on a little bit here and a little bit there, even before I mentioned it. See, he had to get out of it because he know he had fucked up. Long then, I was doing videos about him, maybe 2 a day. And a lot of times he got frustrated too, because he knew that I was telling the truth about him, man. And man, he got mad at me so much. He contacted YouTube last year on me at least 30 times. I'm telling you. He tried everything. He tried to say I was harassing him. He tried to say I was threatening him. He tried, I mean, everything that he could think of to try to get my channel down. Simply because I was speaking truth about him. I was trying to get his followers to ask him these very important questions that they should have been asking years ago. But you know, you have these people, man, once they get a notion, it's like they just don't want to move from it. They don't want to deviate from it. The facts is the facts. And that's it. You can't make something wrong be true. You can't make something wrong be right. You just can't do that. These slick-tongued motherfuckers, you allow them to get inside your pockets. You allow them to play with your emotions. Once they can control you being sad, mad, happy, or glad, they can control your pocketbook. And this is how Mr. Nasheed is able to get $200,000 for something that cost him under $100 to create. I mean, let's think about the facts. Less than $100 to create. Each part. He never really had to interview but maybe one new person for each part, because all the interviews that he conducted was either 2 hours or more. So he could save a lot of these, the time from them, and then put it in the Hidden Colors 2, Hidden Colors 3, Hidden Colors 4, Hidden Colors 5. That's exactly what he did. This is how he was able to come out with it so quickly. Simple. Stop letting these people get inside your pockets. And this is to Umar Johnson. Come clean. Let it be that you came out to tell people the truth, and maybe they won't prosecute you. But if you continue going and it all falls down on you without you being honest with the people, I'm telling you, it's going to be worse. It's going to be worse. You may even get some time. I'm telling you. These people are going to be very angry that they gave you all this money and they can't get it back. And it was all a scam from the beginning. Because that's exactly what it is. There is no legitimacy in anything that you're doing, man. Come on, man. Come clean. Tell the people, you know what? I messed up. I messed up. I cannot keep this going. I have to come clean and be honest with you. And maybe they'll just let it go. Because you won't have the money to give back to them. Even if you went to court and you were prosecuted and the judge ordered you to pay this money back, you don't have the money, man. You don't even have a fucking residence. And I don't know why people can't understand this. I can tell you something, but if I can't prove it, does that make it true? No. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. I don't care how good it sounds. There's a lot of things in this world that sound good. But if I can't see any tangible evidence, come on, man. Come clean and cut it loose, man. Because I'm telling you, you already looking like you want to. And I know exactly what you're thinking of. You thinking, you know what, I can't take this scam to another level.